is red. There's red. So it's going to be Steel versus Mari. Now, Steel, I don't know Steel from a hole in the ground, really, except for just being a chatter in the chat. I don't know Steel as a player. I don't know anything about Steel. I don't know if Steel has ever played Tetris. We're going to find out. So pretty excited for Steel, I think, to make their debut, at least in one of my streams. I don't think I've ever streamed them before. Couldn't find any match history. No idea. And then Steel has never played Tetris. All right, so there he is. And then Steel will be taking on Mari in round one. Everybody knows Mari. Mari used to make shorts on our YouTube channel, but then said, nah, this is minor leagues. We're going to go CTWC and make shorts. Of course, Mari running the Houston Regional in a month and a half or so. So that is a thing. So pretty excited to see Mari. Of course, Mari was the winner of the Taco Bracket in Lone Star in 2024 as well. And the winner of that will be taking on a legend, eflat 7, aka Ella, who is a 3-time Masters event winner and the back-to-back finalist, the runner-up back-to-back of our first ever Stupid Tetris monthly championships. So that is pretty exciting to have her back. And yeah, can't wait to see how this all turns out. Now I'm going to give you a look at the schedule. There it is, the schedule. So if you were on about an hour ago, Bendy versus Evesy, unfortunately one of the players had an issue that came up that was just unavoidable, so we had to postpone that one. Apologies for all of you who got jebaited, but that one will be rescheduled at some point. So yeah, so this STM with Steel, Mari, and eflat, that is what's going on right now. And then 5 hours from now at 11:59 p.m., that's my time, midnight, it's going to be Ghost, another player who I don't really know much about, versus Hepta. The winner will take on Zack Attack. And that is what we've got tonight. And then tomorrow, the only thing we've got scheduled for now, hopefully, is Corian versus Trap Zone, 10 p.m. my time. I'm in Central U.S., Texas. That is 3 a.m. UTC on Sunday. So, yeah, pretty excited for that. Obviously, Corian coming back, competing, really doing anything is very, very exciting. Anyway, tonight, Steel versus Mari. Winner takes on eflat. And then later tonight, Ghost versus Hepta. Winner takes on Zack Attack. All right, let's take a look at our rules. And we have had a rule. Oh, that's the wrong rules. Hold on. Where are we? These are the rules. We've had a rule change since yesterday. After the first game, it became evident that if we're going to change to level 9 starts, we cannot have best of 7. So it is going to be best of 5, still with level 9 starts. This is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And it's going to be best of 5, level 9 starts. Next piece preview is off, so no next box. We are not going to be doing same piece sets because we don't want players to, there's no next box. We don't want them cheating off each other's paper. Then it becomes not no next box. It's just look at your opponent's screen. If they're ahead of you, try to get behind. I mean, it's not fun. I mean, maybe it's fun, but it's not no next box. Anyway, players can play on any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical, biological turbo only. They can use console or emulator so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. Players should not receive any, it says no in-game advice twice, which I must really not want you to do that. It says no in-game advice, no pausing twice, which is weird. So obviously when I edited this thing, I must have screwed something up. Anyway, do not receive any in-game advice, do not pause. Remember, keep playing during tech issues. That is a thing. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share at a prize pool, which has swelled to $74.09. We got a $1,000 target to pay our top 8. Otherwise, we're paying the top 4. Would love to be able to pay the top 8. We can only do it with your help because this is a 100% fan-funded prize pool. Use the Matcherino command if you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube to bring up the links. One of them is labeled NNB or STM NNB, whatever. That is the one for this tournament. We still have some free contribution codes remaining, and all that means is you log into the website, click on a button, and it kicks in 25 cents. So let's try to finish those during the stream. That would be great. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, though, use that Matcherino command, click on the link. It'll open up a web browser to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. And top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube account to do that. And then there's an orange button that says contribute and contribute. So I know, yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a vote. If, you know, really these prize pool, if we support the prize pool, we'll keep doing it. If we don't support the prize pool, we probably won't keep doing it. So if you want to see more of these different modes, I think next month there's 2 or 3 that are kind of in my mind, or at least the next time we do it. One might be drought mode, like no bar mode, something like that. There's a couple other ones I want to do immediately that are on gym. So I don't know. If you want these kind of modes to keep happening, please do support the prize pool. If you want to support the channel, that is something you can do. I still got to update this slide. Not everybody's on it. A few people have joined in the last 7 days or so. I will get you on that slide. But thank you to everybody who's supporting us. And big shouts to Scott, Gray, Jay in the window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy, Dan, Kim, M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, and Mila. Without a channel, there is no stupid monthly, there's no regular monthly, there's no DAS Masters, no Tap Masters. And so, yeah, that is what you can do to support us on Patreon. If you want to support us in a different way, you can go to YouTube, do a super chat, do a sticker. You can become a channel member on Twitch. You can become a sub. You can do bits. You can gift a sub. You can get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming sub. So a lot of different ways to support us. You can use the support command and bring up all the different ways to support us. Alan Philip G says, I just tried the no box. Damn, it's hard. Yeah, it is. Okay, I think that is everything. I'm just going to go over blindly and see what we got over here. I don't even... Yeah, all right. I'm going to have to refresh these players' cams and all that. So what do we got? It's Masters seed number... What? I can't even read. It's too small on my screen. Seed 19 and seed 30. All right, let me refresh these. I got to update one of the streams because we've got an alt in play here. I will update that in a moment. Let me just get this cam going. I'm aware of it, Tyler. Thank you. And we'll just fix these cams up. We'll get everything going and we'll feel good and happy. I could not find any matches for Steel in the database at all. So as far as I know, this is the first time Steel is played in CTM, maybe under some other name or something like that, but I couldn't find anything else. So that's pretty exciting. All right, let me get Mari's comp alt in there. And then we'll fix all that up. Wait, Mari, are you not on your comp alt? Oh, yeah, you are. So why is this not coming up? I don't... Oh, I know why. I know what I did.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
In a bit,
gotta figure out
I have
a way
a thing going.
This is a constant struggle this month, actually. And I got to find an easier way to do this. Okay. All right, Mari's up. Okay, there's Mari. We'll fix the cam up. Mari, are you able to get like a standard background for your Tetris game rather than the translucent whatever? Is that okay? Am I a jerk for asking you to do that? Am I a big jerk? Thank you. Appreciate it. And it's not that I'm against it. It's just that I'm against it. Thank you. I mean, I am against it. But if I, and you know, sometimes I might be in the mood to let it slide, but if I ever let it slide, you know, people are just gonna abuse it and do the dumbest stuff, right? You know that. You know how people are. Oh, well, Mari did it. Why can't I do it? Look at that taco bracket winner. Look at that. What amazing accomplishment, taco bracket champion. All right, we got to color this the color of your like little thing there. All right, well, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the cameras are not balanced, but whatever. I'll just keep them like this. I'm happy with it. All right, players, remember, we're not going to be using same piece sets, so you know, as soon as you are ready to start, what is the taco bracket? I will explain it when we begin. But basically it's silver bracket for Lone Star. Let me just refresh both of our players just to be 1,000,000% sure that we are on the same page. Thank you, Chen. Appreciate that. The bracket at Lone Star that got paid the most, more than most of the gold bracket, did it? I mean, but it was paid in taco gift certificates. Right? You had to go to Torchy's. Vending machine dweller. You know, it's kind of one of my big regrets that as a child I did not get stuck in a claw machine. Like, I saw a news story about a kid being rescued from a claw machine, and I was like, damn, I wish I had done that. You didn't notice. That's okay. All right, looks like both players are ready. Remember, these are level 9 starts. We're not doing same piece sets. It is going to be best of 5. And that is what we are doing. So it looks like both players are ready. I say let us get them started. Steel and Mari, round 1, red bracket. Stupid Tetris monthly, no next box. Let's hope both of these players have their next box turned off. If you accidentally have it on, just turn it off real quick on the first piece. Okay. Okay, good. And good. All right, Steel has begun. And Mari has begun. So we are playing no next box, level 9 starts. This is a challenging mode. I think sometimes players don't know how much they rely on the next piece, especially newer players or players that are closer to the beginning of their Tetris journey often say, oh, I don't play with the next box anyway, so I would be really good at this. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, go turn it off. And then they turn it off and they go, oh yeah, yeah, I can't do that. I must be looking at the next box. So the next box obviously is a one-piece preview piece that you get, on the basis of which you can sort of plan your placement of your current piece and start just mentally preparing where you're going to put that next one, and then just kind of over and over in a cycle. And when you don't have it, it's very distressing, and it can undermine you severely. So that's why we do start on level 9. And on the left side of your screen, it is Steel, seed number 19 from the USA, qualified in with a 331,000. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 60-minute qualifier. And I can't find any match history for Steel at all. I don't know if Steel is played under a different name or what, but I could not find any other match history for Steel. So this is pretty exciting. If this is like Steel's first CTM match, maybe they've played community tournament or something like that. I couldn't find anything like that. So if anybody knows of some competitive history for Steel, please let me know. Of course, I know Steel as a prolific chatter, you know, supporter of the stream and chats in the stream and all that. So I don't know what just happened to my fact sheet here. It just totally went kaput. All right, let me reopen my fact sheet. So I don't know Steel's seat PB. I don't really know anything about Steel. All right, Hana says Steel has no data, although they did try and call for Dasters once. Can't find Steel on Elo. So this is like a brand new, fresh player. 53,000 for Steel. Of course, has been in the chat for years, so it's great to bring someone into the fold, and hopefully we see more, you know, more often, maybe in these kind of events. 73,000 for Mari, 68,000 for Steel. And on the right side of your screen, it is Mari, who qualified into seed number 30 with a 293,000 average of his best two games played in a 60-minute qualifying period. Mari is the winner of the taco bracket at our Lone Star live event in Austin last year. We had, you know, a top 16 championship bracket, and then everybody else got put in the taco bracket. And Mari defeated me, right? Wasn't it me in the finals? Mari defeated me in the finals of the taco bracket. I couldn't very well win my own tacos. That would have been really bad. 72,000 for Steel, 88,000 for Mari. One row off the bottom, Tetris. Mari. Now, when level 10 comes, that is when the first speed increase is going to happen. That's going to happen at 100 lines. And it is a gradual speed increase, but it is definitely noticeable and does affect the players. And then every 10 lines, or 20 lines, depending on which level it is, that speed is going to increase again. That would be like Scooty winning his own tournament. I agree. That would be ridiculous. 115 for Mari. I am aware that we do have some frames on one of our players' streams. I think that is on the player's side, so don't worry about that. We'll figure it out. But pretty tight one here. 112 for Steel, 116 for Mari. Mari also, you know, the organizer of the Space City Regional that he organized kind of in the absence of the Lone Star CTM event. Oh, Mari gonna hang that long bar in column 9, and that looks like, oh, no big deal. You can get that over. Yeah, can you get it over when you don't know it's coming? So this is actually very, very difficult situation. And at a certain point, you just got to start gambling, and the drought is not fun. This could be a top out sequence, and Mari is going to hang that bar. That is a top out at 128. So you can see that hang is not trivial at all, because you get droughted for a few pieces, and all of a sudden you're in a position where you just got to guess, and you don't know when that bar is coming. That is very, very difficult. So the chase down target for Steel is 129. And a couple more lines here. So I think singles on this level are worth, and there we go. So Steel is going to take game number 1. Steel, do you have high or you have a high bit rate on OBS, because it's like starting to stutter, like it makes me think that you have a high bit rate on OBS. Is that something you know how to turn down? If you don't know how to turn it down, it's fine. We'll just deal with it. That's fine. We'll just be okay with it. But yeah, when your bit rate is high, it over consumes like resources on your computer and makes it difficult to get all that data down the pipe there, down the internet. So it's 2,000 right now. That's actually not unreasonable. It's not necessary, but it's not totally unreasonable. I mean, you could knock it down to like 1,000 if you wanted to. It wouldn't affect our stream very much. It'd be a little grainier, but are you able to set it down to 1,000 or no? If you're not able to, that's fine. You just did it. Okay. All right, we'll see how it goes. No big deal. When you're ready, go back to the level select screen. I'm just going to refresh both of our streams one more time just to be sure that we are caught up. All right, let's check if they are both on seed. Oh my God, they are. They're both on the Tetris seed. All right, so as soon as you are ready, if you can hit the select. All right, good. Also, your PB is B75 tap, B14 DAS on emulator. Nice. Love it. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2. Steel is up 1-0. Mari looking to win this one to stay in. Not to stay in, but to tie it up. Sorry. I'm a little discombobulated today. I'm not sure why. I didn't get enough sleep. It is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 is the winner. I didn't finish introducing Mari, but I feel bad even saying anything about Mari because Steel has no facts. This is like competitive debut for Steel. But you may also know Mari from the Jonas Cup last year. Also played in bronze in the last 2 years of CTWC. You also saw Mari at the Boston Regional, the Blue Scooty Library Regional last year, Waco. You also saw Mari play in the level 12 tournament. And yeah, Mari does socials and shorts on YouTube for CTWC. And I hope they pay well. That's all I'm saying. I hope they pay really well. 36,000 for Mari, 14,000 for Steel. And they should pay well because they're doing great on shorts. I mean, they do. Oh my God. Crap. Man. Those shorts are doing great over there on CTWC's channel. I'm going through the I'm going through some training on a video editing software so I can learn to make shorts just as well as Mari used to make them for CTM. 61,000 but I got years to go before I can attain that level. $73,000 for Mari, 40,000 for Steel. Shorts comments are always some guy complaining about rolling, though. Oh, how rolling is cheating. Yeah, there's a few themes over in the shorts that, you know, listen, you got to bring new people into the game to keep it fresh, but on the other hand, you know, you're also bringing in, you know, you're bringing in the hoi polloi, right? You're bringing in regular people from the outside who know nothing about it, and they have all kinds of thoughts on all kinds of topics. 98,000 for Mari, 43,000 for Steel. Yeah, no, Mari does it for CTWC now because CTWC, with their vast resources, can afford to, you know, put some resources behind it, and we really can't. Did you miss Steel's message about PBs? Yeah, I did see that, yes. And I said it out loud. All right, Mari, 102. 57,000 for Steel. 5 lines apart. There's a Tetris for Steel. Now 2 lines apart. Steel at 69,000. Mario at 102. Winter says Mari got fired. Oh my god, are you kidding? Mari, very valuable person, knows a lot of stuff, and I wish I had 10 Maris. If I had 10 Maris, we could take over the world. 117 for Mari, 81,000 for Steel. RXS says, Mari was very kind and opened the door for me at the Boston Regional many times. Well, that's nice. 130 for Mari, 82,000 for Steel. By the way, thanks again, RXS, for the Prime sub. Zoop, zoop, zoop with the tier 1 sub. Says, shout out George Washington. Sage also resubbed on Prime. Says, hi, Vandy. Hello, Sage. So you can see Mari rolling. I'm not sure. Steel probably some combination of tapping and DAS, I believe. And on emulator, I believe. 122 for Steel, 161 for Mari. The line spin for Steel. Are you serious? Steel is very serious about winning this. Doing a no next box level 9 line spin. 10 out of 10. Tetris for Steel, 147. There's a Tetris Mari, 198. Now Mari is 14 lines ahead. Just 6 lines until that level 10 transition. The speed will increase. So yeah, we are 1 line away from Mari. It's not a huge increase. On level 9, the drop rate is 1 row every 6 frames, and on level 10 through 12, it's 1 row every 5 frames. So 10 through 12 are the same speed. And yeah, Mari kind of flipping out here, and oh my goodness. Now really in just kind of gamble mode. Gonna have to get lucky and get a bar and get it over. And he's gonna see what, okay, that's gonna be a top out at 206. So Steel with a chase down of 207, that is the target. And there's a double, and now he's up pretty high. So he's in the position of having to guess when a bar is going to come. There's a T-spin. There is a bar. That gets over. That's going to be 189. Now, Tetrises on level 10 are going to be worth 13,200. On 11, they'll be 14,400. So, you know, more than a Tetris away right now. The Tetris and change. He has a good stack, and it's low. And now he's got some burns, so he can take some burns. Now doesn't have any burns. And he's kind of LJ dependent. Fills that in. Longbar gets over, and that is going to be enough. Steel is going to take game number 2 and go up 2 games to none. Okay, players, you can take a moment if you need it, but when you're ready, go on the level select screen and say you're ready. Yeah, but TYOW asked, what are the formulae for singles, doubles, triples, and eflat, with the explanation in the chat. So if you want to see that in the Twitch chat. The one thing you got to remember is whatever level you're on, whatever the number says, the actual level you're on is really one higher because there is a level 0. So levels start counting at 0. So when you're on level 1, you're really on level 2 as far as scoring goes. And, you know, that's why 19 is an even 24,000 Tetris, right? Because it's really level 20 times 1,200. All right, looks like both players are ready. And Mari now has got to win this game to extend the match. Mari with the push down points. Is this the single match of today? No, it is not the single match of today. The winner of this match will be playing Ella, aka eflat 7. It's a 3-time Masters event winner and 2-time finalist in our STM championships in 2020 and 2021. The first multi-mode championship was in 2020. That was won by Hydrant Dude. The second one was in 2021, and that was won by Scotto Bozo. And Ella, our next player, was the runner-up in both of those. And all these Stupid Tetris monthly, monthlies are going to feed into these sort of qualifiers to get into the annual Stupid Tetris monthly multi-mode championship that we have planned next summer. You threw both times on line out. Was that what killed you, line out? Yeah, that was, so line out was basically the min out mode, which was start on level 18 and have the lowest score at transition. Blithering tried says, is Stupid Tetris Monthly always no next box? God, no. There are going to be different modes. It will be speed run modes. We might do, I don't know if we do min out again. That seems ridiculous, but we could do like a level 19 to 29 min out. That could be something challenging for today's generation of players. $29 min out? You think 19 min out is kind of free? I guess. I think Steel is doing his homework or something while he's also playing here. I think he's trying to, there must be some chat window or something that he's trying to keep open or something while he's playing. That's my guess. 58,000 for Steel, 37,000 for Mari. Mari about to get a Tetris. Do you think it should be silly Tetris monthly? I feel like this is actually a very intelligent idea, says Parada Plant. Well, it's just a name. Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much. Do you remember David Letterman? Of course you don't, because who would remember David Letterman? David Letterman used to have something called Stupid Pet Tricks, Stupid Human Tricks, and they were just, you know, kind of fun tricks that dogs and people could do. Like turning their eyelids inside out, or I don't know. You know, just dumb tricks that people could do. Well, that's what the name was inspired by. Stupid is such a mean word, says RXS. It's, you know, we're not calling you stupid. How's it stupid? I mean, how's it mean? We're not calling anyone stupid. It's just stupid tournament. I mean, it's not just stupid in itself. If I called, like, you know, like Kingsman stupid, that would be mean if I, you know, called him stupid, right? So it would also be accurate, but it would also be mean, and that's why I don't do that. But calling a tournament stupid, that's not mean. 95,000 for Steel, 88,000 for Mari. If you want to, you know, go on YouTube and just type in stupid pet tricks or stupid human tricks, and you can watch for hours. 101 for Mari, 108 for Steel. Yeah, I mean, just have fun with the name. It's not a big deal. Mari gonna take that triple. Not interested in getting super risky and, you know, kind of holding out forever for a long bar. So just take that triple. It's a wise thing to do. Steel now is long bar dependent, gets the bar in the middle, uncovers the right side where there is a Tetris well waiting. And thank you to Hence thus with the prime sub, Beta Strep with the raid, 18 viewers. Thank you, Beta Strep. Appreciate that. It's been a long time. Excuse me. So appreciate both of those. $121 for Mari, $125 for Steel. Mari 10 lines ahead and has pushdown points. Steel with the adjustment to take the triple. The stack was getting high, so I think pretty wise adjustment for Steel. And long bar gets over Tetris. And you can see how the players, you know, when the stack gets high, they kind of pre-commit to a placement based on maybe it being like, you know, a handful of pieces that it, you know, that might be in the majority that it might fit, but it's one of those minority pieces that kind of they weren't exactly planning for, then they can adjust it, right? So, you know, a long bar, you know, you might be willing to move 6 out of 7 pieces to the left, but if it's a long bar, you want it to the right. So you kind of pre-load it. You start moving it already to the left and then adjust it over to the right. That's what you sort of have to do in this mode. It's like pre-commit. So Mari into level 10 at 130. Steel with a great game right now, 168 through 97. Do players enjoy this mode, says Tom J. Not at all. They look how miserable they are. They do not enjoy it, and yet they are playing it. All right, level 11 for Mari. And level 11 is the same speed as level 12. Tetris for Steel, 182. He's into level 10 with a 22,000 point lead. A little under 2 Tetris lead. Tetris is on 10, worth 13,200. All right, there's a triple for Steel. Tetris for Mari, a critical Tetris. Now, level 12 is the last level at this speed, and then it's going to transition to level 13, which is the same speed as level 15. So Mari going to try to eke out a Tetris or two before that transition happens. This is really tough to do, but no, just going to take a triple, actually. 183. Steel is in good shape right now, though. Ooh, kind of puts additional weight over that right side. All right, oh, beautiful L piece for Steel. And Steel is Tetris ready on level 11. Mari is Tetris ready, and he does not want this board to get too high. So there is a Tetris into level 13. The speed is increased. It's the same speed as level 15. There'll be 30 lines available of this speed. Pieces drop one row every 4 frames. Mari is actually set up for a Tetris. 6,000 points behind, and now scrambling and waiting on the bar. Oh no, blocks the well just as the bar comes. So Mari gonna try really hard to uncover this, but what can you actually do? Some amazing placements. And rolling does help in this mode, but it is not the kind. Oh no, that is going to be a top out for Mari at 206. Our taco bracket champion is out of stupid Tetris monthly. No next box. And Steel, you are in. Yeah, we're not going to change the name, guys. So you're just going to pretend you're a 90s kid and it's okay to say mean things and everybody laughs at it and accepts it and thinks it's okay. So just channel your inner 90s kid. All right. Congratulations, Steel. You have done well. Mari, you did amazing, and I love commentating over you, so hopefully you'll be back for more stupid Tetris monthly in months to come. Steel, congratulations on what, as far as I know, is your first competitive victory. We are going to now reset this whole thing. We're going to bring... Oh, I don't know what... Oh, Mari. Oh, yeah, Mari, you've got the banner. Mari, I've got another banner for you if you want it. Mari has got the banner.
Oh my god.
Mari, if I do come to Space City, I will bring the other banner, and I'll give you a chance to win it if I go. So congratulations. Oh, let me promote what Mari's doing, by the way. Give me 1 sec. Let me find out where that is. Here it is. Mari is going to be hosting, along with Sharky, organizing the Space City Regional. It is a month from now. It's at the University of Houston in Houston, Texas. There is a QR code on your screen right now. Jupiter is going to be there. The actual planet will be there. As you can see, Jupiter is going to be there. So pretty excited for that. Space City Regional, University of Houston. Scan the QR code. August 16th through the 17th. Go there. Join the Discord. That QR code takes you to the Discord. All right, we're going to set up our next matchup. So bear with me while I do that. Steel, stick around. Mari, you can hang out if you want, but you're not allowed to play anymore. That is how it works. All right, just adjusting cams here. I'll be just getting this all set up, and then we will start our next one. Is this 14? That is 14. Ah, there we go. And then I just got to adjust the other cam. Where is that other? Wish there was a button to just lock all other ones. That would be great. All right, we'll adjust Steel's cam on the right side when Steel is back. And it's round 2, right?